Hi, good afternoon. So, in this video, I prepared an lecture to introductory to neurology. So, study of in terms of neurology, it means study of human brain. So, as quick view, it's not all about technical games or um, I also uploaded other academic like medicine, um, math soon. So uh, um, uh, be uh, be more academic and all around academic. So medicine, math, science, communications, telecommunications. So all about quick view. It means it's a lecture that you can actually understand by short video. That's the meaning. That's why quick view. So usually I started in a game streaming, then um, technical. I uploaded technical, Pandas, Azure, and AWS. So this time I will upload um, this video for uh, um, neurology or study of human brain. So for this one, I discussed the parts of the brain. So for prefrontal cortex is a frontal lobe that covers the human brain. So this is well known for the neurologists. This will be the area of Brodmann area. Brodmann area, it means the region of brain region. From area 51, area 1 to area 52. There are 52 areas of the brain contains. This one, as you can see in my mouse, this peach, color peach, thick intestine like is a color of prefrontal cortex. So it means frontal lobe. So when you see the actual brain, you see the prefrontal cortex or the main lobe of the brain. So that's all. Yeah. So every time you hear prefrontal cortex, it has contains a Brodmann area. Or Brodmann area it contains B1 to 50, B52. B152, B150, B1 and B52 is wide sorry, is well organized region to all parts of prefrontal cortex. So from Brodmann 1 to Brodmann 52 is are organized regions of prefrontal cortex. So pituitary gland, this is responsible for hormones. So it's especially connects the group of kidney, ka, blood, kidney, sex organ, and also other connected to the pituitary glands. But usually they are related to commonly in hormones. Yeah. So amygdala is this. These are the parts of the brain that um, process emotions, memories, and learning. So once you have a new lecture, it process on the brains, but it will be comes up on the amygdala. In amygdala, it will absorb all the um, um, memories and learnings that you have learned in your what you see. Because the how they work. Once you speech, and once you have sample, you are in the class. You're listening to your mentor. Every time they speech on the in your front, the voice of your mentor it comes up to the ear, and it comes up to the amygdala on the brain because ear is very near connected on the brain. So when you encounter this part, please remember these three: learning, memories, learning, and emotions. these three process from amygdala. Example, you have learned this lecture. It will absorb in milliseconds. Depends on the absorption of your brain, and depends on the condition of your brain. If it's tired, it's very not accurate, or I mean slow. If you are good condition and sleep, it's very very accurate. You easily memorize it because amygdala already absorbed this learning process. So the brain functions in learning process because you absorb the new knowledge, and you when you talk to someone, you absorb. It will work in memories. Okay, don't worry. I will discuss this separate the prefrontal cortex on separate video. Yeah. And also the hormones of pituitary gland. So because there are many related in this pituitary gland hormones, because it will be connected to hormones, especially in kidney. So hippocampus, brainstem. It's by the way, brainstem. It's connected to esophagus. It's connected to the uh, it connected to the central nervous system. Sorry, central nervous system. That it's a similar seahorse C shape. By the way, ang wait, yeah, sorry. Yeah, brainstem. I will correct what I mentioned first. Brainstem is stem that connects to spinal cord. So every time if you feel something pain or something different, or anything else, it will comes up to the brain because brainstem is connected to the spinal cord. For example, you're playing basketball and you are um, back pain because of uh, tired or injury, or you have um, fall injured. So you and your spinal cord are being affected. So it will immediately um, feel in the brain, and if the brain responds, it will it will be feedback um, to the nervous system. So you will feel pain if uh, you got it my point. Example, the nervous system, the spinal cord um, pain, it will come connected to the brain. The brain stem is responsible for the no connections. It's like when you on a server, when you send data to the server, it will travel to the fiber cable. Then the fiber will transfer data to the server. Then the server will respond you an email. Okay, the communication between the spinal cord and the brain is the brainstem. That's all. Then hippocampus, it's a region of the brain which similar to seahorse. So it's focus on learning, navigations, and memories. So this will be in Greek mythology they called it hippocampus. It means sea monster. So learning, as you can see, learning also in amygdala, learning also in hippocampus. So learning in this module is responsible for connecting to regions, which is the um, regions of the brain. So it means when you have adaptive learning and memories and navigations, it will work this part. So for in layman's term, all the whole brain parts are composed of stem. And this stem is connected to heart, spinal cord, and central nervous system, reproductive system. In short term, the brain connects on all nervous system of the body. If you are uh, um, I mean, if you are example, your finger is will be um, uh, torch in a flame. The brain immediately responds that you are hurt. Imagine that. It's the human brain can react in milliseconds. Example, your finger is torch in a flame. You dip your finger in a candle, then you feel pain. Then it means the brain react immediately to nervous system because all nervous system in body connects to the main brain. The main brain is similar to the core processor, the CPU. Okay. Okay. So cerebellum. Cerebellum, it's the massive controls the massive movement. Once the cerebellum affected, or you have a um, stem fracture in the cerebellum, some of your body muscle will be affected also. Because it will connected. So this cerebellum, its weight is 11 point. The height is 11.1 centimeter and 4.5 inch. So it's coordinate muscle movement. As I mentioned, it's coordinate of muscle movement. Example, where you go to the gym and weights 250 pounds, let's say 5 pounds of dumbbell. When you press or called lift up the dumbbell, it will react the brain to the muscle. It will react to the brain to the muscle. Yeah, it will react to the brain to muscle. It will develop as time grow because the muscle forcefully forcefully lift the dumbbell because the pressure of that is in the muscle because the the circulation of blood it circulate on the muscle and the brain. The brain cannot respond without brain cell. Hypothalamus, the last part, this one is the connects to central nervous system. Central nervous system is the central nervous system in human body. So I will discuss that in separate video soon. Okay. So I hope this video um, are useful to you. Play it again when you have something uh, learn or questions. Play and play again. Okay. And thank you.